Chapter 10, Lesson 3, Surface Area of Rectangular Prisms. You will be able to find the surface area of rectangular prisms. The surface area, SA, of a rectangular prism with length L, width W, and height H, is the sum of the areas of the faces. So if we were to take this rectangular prism and unfold it, we would see this two-dimensional figure. Now, with a rectangular prism, it has three sets of congruent sides. So these two sides would be congruent, the bottom and the top would be congruent, and the back and the front would be congruent. So to find the surface area, what we need to do is find the area of each different face. There are three different faces. We have one here, one here, and one here. Now, the blue faces are the same, the green face is the same, and the peach face is the same. So let's find the area of 1. It is a rectangle, so the area is base times height. The base and height are 6 and 7. Which is 42. Now remember, there are 2 of them. So I'm going to take that amount and multiply it by 2. And I get 84 for the blue. On to our second one, the green. It's also base times height because it's a rectangle. Its base and height are 8 and 6. 8 times 6 is 48. Again, there are 2 of these rectangles, so multiply by 2, and we get 96. Our last rectangle is also base times height. Now we have this height, which matches 7, and this base, which matches 8. So 8 times 7, which is 56. Again, times 2, and we get 112. All we need to do then with these three areas is add them up. 112, 96, and 84. So our total surface area is 292 meters squared. Letter B. Here's one rectangle, second rectangle, and a third rectangle. And remember, these match up with their corresponding opposite side. So area of 1, base times height, which is 10 and 10. 10 times 10 is 100. There are 2 of them, so multiply by 2. And the blue faces are 200. On to the green faces. Also rectangles. Area equals. We have our base and height as 15 and 10. So 15 times 10 is 150. And there are 2 of them, so multiply by 2, and we get an area of 300. Our third rectangle, we have a base matching 15 and a height matching 10. Multiply together, we get 150. There are 2 of them, and we get 300. Add up those areas, 200 300, 300. And we get a total area of 800 inches squared. Now we can also use a formula to find the surface area of a rectangular prism. Since there are 2 of each side, that's why we have these 2's in our formula. We multiply 2 times the length and width, 2 times the length and height, and 2 times the width and height. So here's our rectangular prism. We'll just label length, width, and height. Our formula, surface area equals 2 length width plus 2 length height plus 2 width height. Plug in everything you know. So surface area equals 2 times the length of 5 times the width of 7 plus 2 times the length of 5 times the height of 4 plus 2 times the width of 7 times the height of 4. Surface area equals 2 times 5 times 7 is 70 plus 2 times 5 times 4 is 40 plus 2 times 7 times 4 is 56. Add those amounts together. We have 70 plus 40 plus 56. We get a total area of 166 feet squared. Okay, let's mark 7 as our length, 4.8 as our width, and 6 is our height. It really doesn't matter on a rectangular prism what your length, width, and height are. Surface area equals 2 times length times width plus 2 times length times height plus 2 times width times height. Plug in your values. Surface area equals 2 times 7 times 4.8 plus 2 times 7 times 6 plus 2 times 4.8 times 6. Surface area equals 2 times 7 times 4.8 is 67.2 plus 2 times 7 times 6 is 84 plus 2 times 4.8 times 6 is 57.6. Add those amounts together, and you get a surface area of 208.8 centimeters squared. Find the surface area of the rectangular prism. Length, width, and height. Surface area equals 2 times length times width plus 2 times length times height plus 2 times width times height. Surface area equals, plug in your values, 2 times 3 times 4 plus 2 times 3 times 2 plus 2 times 4 times 2. Surface area equals 2 times 3 times 4 is 24, plus 2 times 3 times 2 is 12, plus 2 times 4 times 2 is 16. Add those up, and we get a total surface area of 52 meters squared. Letter D. A geode is being sent as a gift. It is packed in a box that measures 7 inches long, 3 inches wide, and 16 inches tall. What is the surface area of the box? So there we have our length, width, and height. Surface area equals 2 times length times width plus 2 times length times height plus 2 times width times height. Plug in your values. 2 times 7 times 3 plus 2 times 7 times 16 plus 2 times 3 times 16. Surface area equals 2 times 7 times 3 is 42. 2 times 7 times 16 is 224. And 2 times 3 times 16 is 96. Add those up, and we get a surface area of 362 inches squared.